Many of us feel injustice and chaos in our lives. Understanding karma helps us realize how our actions and thoughts shape our destiny, providing hope for positive change and harmony. The principle of cause and effect, known as the law of karma, is one of the most fundamental truths about the universe. According to Hans Wilhelm's How Karma Works, every action and thought we have shapes our destiny, creating an unbroken chain of events. Imagine a river that flows and changes its course under the influence of every stone and turn. Similarly, karma shapes our lives, reflecting all our actions and thoughts. Karma not only records our actions, but actively transforms them into consequences that we subsequently experience. It's like sowing seeds. Good deeds and positive thoughts sprout as fortunate events and joy, while negative actions and thoughts lead to difficulties and suffering. Every choice we make, every decision we take, even the smallest thoughts and emotions, all these create our future experience. This principle helps us realize that we are the architects of our own destiny. It teaches us responsibility for our actions and thoughts. Understanding this law gives us the power and opportunity to change our lives for the better. A conscious attitude towards our actions and thoughts allows us to create positive karma that will yield favorable results. It's also important to understand that karma is not instantaneous. Sometimes the consequences of our actions may manifest years later, or even in the next life. This underscores the need for patience and the constant pursuit of self-improvement and better behavior. We cannot change our past, but we can change our present and future, starting from today. Embracing the principle of cause and effect allows us to see the interconnection of all events in our lives and understand that none of our actions go unnoticed. This knowledge inspires us to live consciously, full of kindness, wisdom, and compassion, creating harmony not only in our own lives, but also in the world around us. The dynamic nature of karma is one of its most fascinating aspects. Unlike the rigid and immutable laws of the physical world, the laws of karma are flexible and changeable. This means that every moment of our lives presents us with the opportunity to alter the course of our karma for better or for worse. Imagine a river that can change its course depending on the obstacles and barriers that appear in its path. Similarly, our karma can change under the influence of our actions, thoughts, and intentions. Every action we take, every thought we have, and every decision we make shapes our karma, and we can direct it by making conscious choices. This flexibility of karma gives us hope and the possibility for change. Regardless of the mistakes we have made in the past, we always have the chance to correct them and improve our karma. This requires awareness and responsibility for our actions, but knowing that we can influence our destiny gives us the strength and motivation for personal growth and improvement. For example, consider a person who, upon realizing their past mistakes, decides to change their behavior and start living more consciously. They begin to practice good deeds, show compassion, and care for others. These positive actions not only improve their karma, but also create an atmosphere of harmony and happiness around them. Conversely, a person who continues to engage in negative actions only worsens their karma and faces new difficulties and problems. It is also important to understand that karma operates not only at the level of individual actions, but also at the level of collective consciousness. Our actions affect the people around us and society as a whole. By showing kindness and compassion, we contribute to creating a more harmonious and just world. The dynamic nature of karma reminds us that nothing in our lives is permanently predetermined. We can always choose to act in favor of goodness, wisdom, and awareness. This knowledge inspires us to continually improve ourselves and strive for betterment, helping us create positive karma and enhance our destiny. The cosmic echo of our actions is a concept that emphasizes that every action we take, whether an act of kindness or a burst of anger, has far-reaching consequences. These consequences affect not only ourselves, but also those around us, creating a chain of events that can continue indefinitely. Hans Wilhelm, in his work How Karma Works, explains that every act of generosity inspires a chain of good deeds, spreading positive energy far beyond our immediate surroundings. Imagine a stone thrown into the water. The ripples from this stone spread out in all directions, touching every corner of the surface. Similarly, Our actions create waves that spread through space and time, affecting the lives of others. For example, a simple act of kindness, such as helping a stranger, can inspire that person to perform acts of kindness in the future. This process creates a chain of positive actions that can ultimately change many lives. However, this echo works not only in a positive way. Negative actions, such as bursts of anger or injustice, also create waves that can cause pain and suffering to others. These negative waves can spread and amplify, creating cycles of negativity that are difficult to break. This is why it is so important to be aware of the consequences of our actions and strive to ensure that they are positive and constructive. Hans Wilhelm emphasizes that understanding this principle can help us live more consciously and responsibly. Knowing that our actions have long-term consequences inspires us to be more mindful and compassionate. This awareness helps us strive to create positive karma that will benefit not only us, but also those around us. Furthermore, the cosmic echo of our actions underscores the interconnectedness of all living beings. We are all part of one large whole, and our actions affect this whole. Each of our actions can either strengthen or weaken this interconnectedness. Understanding this helps us act with greater wisdom and compassion, striving for harmony and balance in our lives and the lives of those around us. The cosmic echo of our actions reminds us that every action we take matters. We can choose what this influence will be, positive or negative. Conscious and kind actions create a chain of positive changes that can improve the lives of many people and make the world a better place. The legend of Atlas, who was forced to hold up the sky, serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of distinguishing between our own karma and that of others. Atlas, one of the Titans in Greek mythology, was punished by Zeus for participating in the war against the Olympian gods. His punishment was to eternally bear the weight of the sky on his shoulders, symbolizing an endless burden that did not belong to him, but which he was forced to carry. This story illustrates how taking on the problems and burdens of others can hinder our spiritual growth and violate an important law of karma. When we take responsibility for the actions and decisions of others, we interfere with their karmic path, preventing them from learning lessons from their mistakes. This not only hinders their development, but also creates an additional burden for ourselves. Distinguishing between our karma and that of others is an act of mindfulness and self-preservation. When we understand that we are only responsible for our actions and thoughts, we can direct our energy towards our own growth and development. This does not mean that we should be indifferent to the problems of others. On the contrary, we can and should support and help others, but not take on their burdens. This concept is particularly important in everyday life. For example, in family or work relationships, we often encounter situations where someone tries to shift their responsibility onto us. In such cases, it is important to set clear boundaries and remember that each person must bear their own karma. This helps avoid burnout and maintain inner harmony. The story of Atlas reminds us that each of us must carry our own burdens. It teaches us the importance of respecting the karmic path of others and the need to focus on our spiritual journey. Distinguishing between our karma and that of others allows us to maintain balance and harmony in life, helping us grow and develop. Helping others without taking on their karma is crucial. This approach allows people to grow and learn from their mistakes while enabling us to maintain our personal boundaries and energy. We all encounter situations where loved ones or friends need support and assistance. The natural desire to help can sometimes lead us to take on their problems, which can affect our well-being and spiritual growth. When we take on others' problems, we not only prevent them from learning from their mistakes, but also create dependency. People begin to rely on us instead of solving their issues independently. This hinders their development and self-improvement. Imagine constantly helping a child with homework without allowing them to struggle and figure out problems on their own. The child does not learn to solve tasks and becomes dependent on your help. Maintaining personal boundaries is key to healthy relationships and effective assistance. Setting boundaries helps us avoid burnout and conserve energy for our needs and goals. It also teaches others to respect our limits and understand that they must take responsibility for their actions. For example, supporting a friend through a difficult time involves listening and advising, but not solving all their problems for them. Effective help involves guiding and inspiring rather than taking on others' burdens. We can offer our support and resources, But it's important to give people space to solve their problems independently. This helps them build confidence in their abilities and learn to cope with difficulties. Such assistance promotes their personal growth and development and strengthens our relationships. Helping others should also include taking care of ourselves. Self-care and maintaining our well-being enable us to be more effective and resilient in assisting others. Practices such as meditation, physical activity, and taking time for rest help us stay balanced and energized. When we are strong and full of energy, we can provide better support without sacrificing our health and well-being. Navigating between helping and dependency is an art that requires wisdom and mindfulness. By helping others grow and learn, we support their development while simultaneously protecting our personal boundaries and energy. Living a mindful life and practicing good deeds are key elements in creating better karma. Mindfulness, in every action, allows us not only to live harmoniously, but also to improve our karma, making it more positive and beneficial. Simple actions, such as volunteering or even smiling at a stranger, can bring immense benefits to both ourselves and others. Practicing mindfulness involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and actions. This means being aware of the consequences of each of our actions and striving to act from a place of goodness and compassion. For example, when we help others, whether through volunteering or simply offering support, we create positive karma. These actions not only bring joy and relief to those we help, but also fill our own lives with meaning and satisfaction. Volunteering is one of the most effective ways to create better karma. When we dedicate our time and energy to helping others, we not only improve their lives, but also our own. Volunteering allows us to develop empathy, compassion, and a sense of unity with those around us. It also helps us shift our focus from our problems and see that our actions can truly make the world a better place. Simple acts of kindness, such as smiling at a stranger, also have significant importance. These small gestures of kindness can create a chain of positive changes. When we smile or show care to others, we transmit positive energy that can improve someone's mood and change their day. These small acts can accumulate, creating a large wave of positive change. Mindful living also contributes to improving our financial aspects, karma, and money. When we act mindfully and honestly in our professional activities, we create positive karma that can lead to success and prosperity. Diligence, honesty, and the desire to improve the world around us attract positive opportunities and resources. Practicing mindful living and good deeds requires constant attention and effort. It is a process that demands we stay attentive to our actions and continually strive for self-improvement. But the results are worth it. We create better karma that brings harmony and satisfaction into our lives and also improves the lives of others. Living mindfully and doing good is a path to creating better karma. These actions not only bring immediate positive results, but also shape our destiny in the long run, helping us achieve inner harmony and well-being. Negative karma is often perceived as an inevitable sentence, but it is actually an opportunity for growth and transformation. Each of us faces the consequences of our past actions, and sometimes these consequences can be painful and challenging. However, it is important to understand that negative karma is not something unchangeable. With the right approach and mindfulness, we can transform it into a positive experience that contributes to our spiritual growth. An example can be a situation where someone makes us angry. Usually, our first reaction in such situations is a burst of negative emotions, which only escalates the conflict and creates even more negative karma. However, if we stop, take a deep breath, and respond with understanding and compassion, we can change the course of events. This conscious choice not only prevents the escalation of the conflict, but also begins the process of transforming negative karma into positive. This process requires practice and self-control. We need to learn to recognize our emotional triggers and, instead of reacting automatically, choose a conscious response. This can be difficult, especially at first, but with practice we can develop this ability. Each of our conscious actions becomes a step towards improving our karma. Transforming negative karma also involves acknowledging and accepting our mistakes. We all make mistakes, and it is important to learn from them rather than just avoid them. Acknowledging our mistakes and wanting to correct them is a powerful way to transform negative karma. It helps us grow and become better, as well as improve our relationships with others. Another important aspect of transforming negative karma is forgiveness, both of ourselves and others. Forgiveness frees us from the burden of negative emotions and allows us to move forward. When we forgive ourselves for past mistakes, we free our energy to create positive karma. Forgiving others is also crucial, as it allows us to break the cycle of negativity and start a new cycle of positive interactions. It is important to remember that karma and reincarnation are closely linked. Our actions in this life affect our future incarnations. By transforming negative karma in this life, we create favorable conditions for future lives. This understanding helps us approach our actions mindfully and strive for continuous improvement. Transforming negative karma is a path to personal and spiritual growth. Every moment provides us with the opportunity to change our karma and create a more harmonious and happy life. Conscious actions, forgiveness, and acceptance of our mistakes are key elements of this process. Immersing in the world of karma allows us to consciously shape our destiny, creating harmony and happiness. Understanding the laws of karma, practicing good deeds, and mindful actions help us transform negative karma and grow spiritually.